Okay, today we're making a boiled whiskey fruit cake, a Christmas cake, an easy Christmas cake but a moist and very tasty one. Our first step is the fruit. In this saucepan I have 750 grams of mixed fruit, you can see it there, it's beautiful. Currants, sultanas, peel, etc. Beautifully mixed fruit. To that I'm going to add 185 grams of butter. Now it's going to melt, so we don't need to worry about cutting it up too small. A quarter of a cup of water. And 1 3/4 cups of brown sugar. So that's 1 cup. Three-quarters. Now we're going to put that on. We're going to put that on to simmer on the stove for around about 5 minutes. So we're bringing this slowly to the boil, so we're over a low heat. I'm just stirring it to make sure that the sugar and butter dissolve and melt. As you can see, that's looking beautiful at the moment. Get that butter down to the bottom and get it melted. You can see that beautiful mixture that we cooked and we've let cool down. I'm not sure if it's cool enough yet though. Might still be a bit hot. So we need to get our cake tin ready. I'm going to cook it in this square cake tin. We need a few layers of greaseproof paper. Need a bit of butter for the paper to stick to, not so much to keep the tin from sticking to the cake from sticking to the tin. So, there's one layer, and then if we put the other layer the other way across, we will make sure that we cover all surfaces. I might just put a bit more butter on there. Lukewarm. We're going to add a quarter of a cup of whiskey.
Hey woman, what are you doing with my good whiskey there?
Good quality whiskey. We'll
Bloody generous quarter of a cup, let me tell you.
It was quite a generous quarter of a cup. We're going to stir that in. That's going to give it a beautiful flavour. Smells wonderful. Now once that's stirred in, we're going to stir in 3 large eggs, one at a time. So there's 1 egg and we're going to beat it in with a wooden spoon. Well, each egg separately. One egg, second egg, double yolker. First time one of those I've had in a very long time. How exciting is that? That'll make it nice and rich. There's a set of twins gone missing. Second egg well mixed in. And the third egg. As you can see, you need a large mixing bowl because this is a big mixture. Now you want to make sure that your mixture is lukewarm when you do this, because if it's too hot, the egg will start to cook straight away. Okay, so that's our wet mixture. To our wet mixture, we are going to add our flour, our salt and spices and bicarb soda. So first of all we have 1 cup of plain flour. I'm using nice new flour to make sure that it's fresh. Okay, so one cup of plain flour, mix that in. Now that should probably be sifted in, but it has been sifted already. One and a half cups of self-raising flour. Once again, nice and fresh. Now our mixing bowl is getting very full, so we have to be a bit careful. That beautiful mixture coming together. Make sure that that's well mixed in. 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Much. Half a teaspoon of bicarb of soda. Some mixed spice. We'll do a generous teaspoon. And once again, I bought that new because you don't want to use something that's been sitting around in your cupboard for too long and lost its power, its flavour. Okay, now we give that a good stir, and it's quite difficult because it's a thick mixture. I have to give credit, this is a Margaret Fulton recipe. You can see that it's a beautiful looking fruitcake recipe, full of fruit. Good stir to make sure that salt and the bicarb of soda move around. I'm just going to give it a smell to see how much spice there is in it and whether I think it needs a little bit more. Might just give that a half a teaspoon more. So that's 1.5 teaspoons that we've given. So our mixture has been well mixed together. We're happy that everything is incorporated. So we're going to spoon it into the cake pan. And get it out into the corners. Now we're going to put that, we've preheated the oven to 180 degrees. We're going to put it in there for 45 minutes and then we're going to reduce the heat to 160 degrees for another 45 minutes. So this is 180 at 45 minutes. And we'll see how it goes after that.